Hey guys, it's Kyle, and I'm back for yet another video of what it's like having solar panels in Michigan. And was going to go over the October bill today, which is for the September activity. And as you can probably remember from last month's video, we did get that ninth panel added. We started with eight, now we have nine. And as to be expected, we're already getting more solar production than what we were in the previous month, which is awesome. And of course, in the previous year, this same time. So I'll go over the numbers now quick. So as you can see in columns A and B, where I typically start, we generated 384 kilowatt hours of electricity. If you look at our bill, the self-generated outflow section, we sold back 295 of those. So that gave us a bill credit of $32.11. And the biggest thing worth noting, which I've mentioned in some other videos, but just a good reminder is you are able to use that credit towards all the charges on your bill now. For the last, since like 3 months ago, that's been true. But all before that time, last year or so, you were only able to offset certain charges. So that not including like the distribution charge, which is always very high, which I've highlighted there. So very nice that you can do that now. And then also just wanted to note that, we have the other electric charges section here. So the on peak energy was only 8 kilowatt hours that we used. The off peak was 382. So as you can see, we're only getting charged for that off peak rate, which is 9 cents versus the 14 cents of the on peak. So that's always good. And then you can see that we only use 391 kilowatt hours. So this chart here is kind of showing, the amount of usage that we have. And you can see it's definitely been going up as it gets really warm, which is in August, and then it's slowly starting to go down as we get colder, to be expected. So one weird thing did happen this month, which I didn't know could happen, but as you can see up here, our last month's bill was $58.60. And this month's bill was 47.63. So what ended up happening was the last month's bill wasn't paid until the end of the month. And this bill was actually generated one day before this old one was paid. Not to get too confusing, but basically they overlapped by like a day before this one was paid. So they ended up taking this amount and adding it to the 47.63. So when I first got my bill, it said $104 or whatever the amount is that adds up to. And I was like really concerned. But it turned out that, it's just that one day overlap, which has never happened before. But just wanted to share that in case that ever happens to any of you guys as well. So this will be a relatively short video, but yeah, very happy with having that extra ninth panel and, generating more electricity. We actually, had more than last month. And of course, when I say last month, I'm including all of September in this. This bill is actually only through 9/26. So it won't look like it, but if you compare month over month, then it was a bit more. So, but yeah, overall, I'll go through the last part I usually talk about down here. And the in-phase data was 384. Once again, that's what we generated. The self-generated outflow section was 295. So that gives us a total used while producing of 89. So that means that was free electricity. We used it the second it was coming into our panels. And we were charged for 390, which you can see right there. And when you add back that total used while producing of 89, we get a total of 479. And when you bring that over to my chart over here, pretty close to that 500. So it would have been about $90. That's what our bill would have been if we had no panels. So since our current bill is only $47.63, we saved $42.37, which is great. Now, I always mention this every video, but we do currently still have a loan on the solar panels. It was a 7% loan. So a lot of that is really just the interest. But since we have that loan, we actually ended up paying an extra $43.63. Once we get that paid off, should be in the next like 6 months to a year, then we'll have those savings every month, which will be great. And then if you really were to look at the ROI, which I'll still eventually get to doing a video on that, but it is still looking to be about that 10-year time frame of when you start making your money back. So definitely still happy with it. And yeah, so really don't have much else to say. This month was a great month, and hopefully that extra ninth panel ends up helping us out a lot. So thanks for listening, guys. Let me know if you have any questions as usual. All right, thanks.